Settled within the northernmost point of the Kharidian Desert, the town of Al-Kharid was founded shortly after Lumbridge by humans near the end of the Fourth Age. Though close to Lumbridge and the Kingdom of Misthalin, the people of Al-Kharid are independent of other nations. The early years of Al-Kharid's settlement were fraught with war. The desert city of Menephos clashed for many years with the Emir of Al-Kharid. As the Menethite armies marched north, they found little success crossing the harsh and vast desert. The soldiers of Al-Kharid managed to push back these invaders until more recently, when a peace treaty was formed. At some point after the discovery of runecrafting at the start of the Fifth Age, the nearby mage training arena was built by the Order of Wizards as a place to train more mundane spells in safety. In the year 47 of the Fifth Age, as barbarian nomads of the north rampaged across the continent, sympathizers of their cause within Misthalin went out of their way to destroy the mage training arena. Only in recent years was the mage training arena rebuilt by the current residents of the Wizard's Tower. In addition, they rebuilt the guardians of the arena to defend it against any future attacks. Archaeologists from Varrock have recently uncovered the site of an ancient arena between the mage training arena and Al-Kharid. Built within the Second Age, the arena has been used by opportunistic gladiators for their blood sports. The control of this dueling arena was seized by the Calamity Coven, a group of secret Zerosian followers who rigged fights for their own profit. The Emir of Al-Kharid recently uncovered this plot and forced them out, declaring the arena to be renamed to Emir's Arena. In recent years, the merchant Shantae constructed a pass among the mountains that divided Al-Kharid from the rest of the Kharidian Desert to the south. With this prime location established, he now charges entry through the pass southward, standing as the last stop before entering the harsh desert heat. Al-Kharid is currently ruled by the Emir, though he has become old and in poor health. His son, Ali, Prince of Al-Kharid, is set to succeed him. In only the past few days, Prince Ali was kidnapped from the palace and is currently held for ransom. This has caused political upheaval in the town as Chancellor Hassan, the advisor to the Emir and the acting ruler of Al-Kharid, works tirelessly to have him returned. So today we'll be working our way through Al-Kharid as we try to become a citizen. We have a number of skill requirements today. First and foremost is mining. Al-Kharid has a large mine to the north where we'll be looking to mine some copper, tin, silver and coal. We have the mining levels to do each of these, so it should be a quick trip. We will need to use the furnace here for some crafting requirements too. We'll be looking to get 16 crafting so that we can make unstrung symbols from silver bars. Thanks to the tannery here also, I'll be looking to get a set of leather armor requiring level 18 crafting for leather chaps. Because we'll be using silver for some crafting today, we will need 20 smithing to make silver bars. We do have this level already, so that should be no issue. We will need to make some fire runes at the altar just north of Al-Kharid. This will require us getting our runecrafting up to level 14. Finally, for skills, we will need to raise our thieving up to level 15 using the Winter Garden in the Sorceress's Garden. Since we won't be able to raise our agility to level 20 for the Al-Kharid rooftop course until we reach the Gnome Stronghold, we'll have to come back at a later date. We have a single quest to complete today, that being the Prince Ali rescue quest, which we'll be completing for Chancellor Hassan and the Emir. We will be completing 4 achievement diary tasks today. Firstly, we will need to mine iron from the Al-Kharid mine with 15 mining. We will need to catch anchovies near the Al-Kharid bank with 15 fishing, another level that we already have. We will also need to enter the desert to the south in a full set of desert robes and cut a desert cactus to fill a water skin for another 2 achievements. We only have 1 combat task today, which will be to kill a scorpion near the Al-Kharid mine. Finally, we have the miscellaneous tasks. Today we will need to make purchases from the Al-Kharid General Store, Domic's Crafting Store, Louis' Armoured Legs Bazaar, Rainiel's Super Skirt Store, Zeke's Superior Scimitars, the Gem Trader, the Silk Trader, and from Shantae's shop. And we'll also need to buy a kebab from the kebab store, tan leather at the tannery, and make a purchase from Ali Morrisane. With all this in store today, let's get to it. So we'll be entering Alkharid for the first time today. There are guards set up at the gate between Lumbridge and Alkharid, and they charge a 10 gold fee to go through this gate. Let's look around and find Domik.
Hello, would you like to buy some crafting equipment?
You must be Domik. My name's Citizenscape. I was told that you do a lot of work with gold and silver.
Yeah, I do. Are you into crafting?
I would certainly like to learn more. What would you suggest for a relative novice?
Talk to Ellis the tanner in the west side of town. He'll get you started with leather. When you're a little more experienced, I'll show you how to work silver.
Okay, thanks. I'll talk with Ellis. Hi, Domik told me that I should talk to you about leatherworking. What can you tell me?
If you bring me cow hides and a little bit of coin, I can tan leather for you. Then you can use a needle and thread to make clothing and armor.
Okay, excellent. Where can I get cow hides?
I have hides supplied from a farm in Lumbridge just over the fence. Gilly Groats takes care of the cows there. I'll work out a deal with her and you can get hides there.
Okay, I'll get right on it. To get level 16 crafting for unstrung symbols, we're going to need around 90 cow hides. I've been told that I should only kill the fully grown cows, not the calves. I've been picking up both the hides and the beef as I go. I've been burying the bones in the pen too. I don't want to let the raw beef go to waste, so I'm going to cook this lot and bank the hides. Okay, so I realized that I can cook the meat into sinew, and then once I get level 10 crafting, I can make crossbow strings. That should be a little bit better experience. Let's go back to the cows. Okay, so that's the last of the cow hides I needed. I did manage to get some combat levels during this, namely 16 attack, 15 strength and defense, 22 hit points and 22 prayer. Let's go tan these hides. Alright, with those tanned, I can turn the first lot into shoes. With level 9 crafting, I can make leather cows for a little more experience. And now that I'm level 10, I can make the crossbow strings. I'm going to get a few levels from that, so by the time they're all done I can craft better gear out of the leather for more experience. So it's worth doing these straight away. Now I can make leather bodies and vambraces. I want a set of leather armor to keep, so I'm going to make one pair of vambraces, then put the rest of the experience into the leather bodies. With level 18 crafting, I can make chaps. These are the goal for today. With the extra experience from the crossbow strings, I still have some leather left over. I'm going to make chaps until I run out. And with that, we have level 19 crafting. I'm going back to Alkharid to sell the extra goods. I sold a few earlier to get money for more thread, but we'll sell the rest now.
Yeah, you seem experienced now. If you go mine silver to the north and smelt it into bars, I'll teach you how to mold it.
That sounds good. I'll go and get some silver. I'll be back in no time.
Hold it, it's dangerous up there. Giant scorpions have infested the mine. Better bring some weapons and armor.
Noted, thanks. We can do our combat task and mining task at the same time. Let's take out a scorpion real quick. Done. Well, it seems like we're not high enough of a level yet for these scorpions to leave us alone while we mine. We can still mine while being attacked, that's fine. Okay, they started to hit high numbers and our hit points are getting pretty low. I'm going to camp behind this rock and mine while we regenerate hit points. Okay, that's a full inventory. Let's make it back to Alkharid and bank these. We need to go back to the mine and mine iron for the achievement, plus some copper, tin and coal too. On our way back, Evil Bob appeared behind us. We're not being kidnapped again, so I dismiss him. That's our iron mined, and our coal. That's the copper, and the tin. Let's head back. I'm going to smelt our bronze bar while we're here. I failed to smelt the iron bar, so I'm going to get the iron from my bank and try to get a few bars out of that. We actually got 12 bars out of the 20 ores we smelted in total. That's above the expected 50%. We're going to buy a whole new mold from Domik and go to start on making these symbols. They're Saradominus symbols, and it seems that most people in Misthalin and Asgarnia are Saradominists, so it seems appropriate. Smelting the silver ore into bars gave us level 22 smithing. Now we can make some different iron goods. At 50 experience each, the symbols were a good source of experience. We get level 20 and 21 crafting from that. I'm going to keep one symbol for myself and sell the rest to the general store. They sell for some pretty decent money. With this money we can buy a scimitar from Zeke, a kebab from Kareem, a sapphire from the gem trader, silk from the silk trader, some desert clothing from Ali. Looking good. A set of bronze plate legs from Louis, and a bronze plate skirt from Reniel. These don't really suit the desert look we're going for though. We can complete our desert look at Shantae's shop. We'll buy the desert robe and a Shantae pass from him. Going through the pass is an easy achievement. We forgot to buy a water skin and knife for the other achievement, so let's go back and get those real quick. Filling up from this cactus is our other achievement. I saw the fire ruins earlier near the mine. We don't have a high enough rune crafting level to make fire runes right now, so we're going to head to Varrock and get more essence from the mines. Aubrey can teleport us to the mines now, so let's get started. We can use the water altar we discovered last episode to get us from level 10 rune crafting to level 14. Now that we have the level, let's make those fire runes. When we return to Al-Kharid, we're asked to speak with Hassan, the Emir's Chancellor.
Greetings. I am Hassan, Chancellor to the Emir of Al-Kharid. You must be Citizenscape.
That's right, sir. How can I help you?
You're someone who knows how to get a job done, right?
Sure. What do you need done?
Listen, it's very sensitive information, but the Emir's son, Prince Ali, has been kidnapped and held for ransom.
Well, that's terrible. What can we do?
The kidnapper is a mercenary that goes by the name Lady Kelly. She's holding the prince in a cell just outside of Draenor village. We need someone to rescue the prince before it's too late. Talk to my spy master, Osman. He'll get you up to speed.
I will, sir. Don't you worry. The Chancellor sent me to speak with you about the prince. He said you'll fill me in on the details?
Yes. I don't fully agree with involving outsiders, but if the Chancellor says so then I don't have much choice. The mercenary Captain Kelly is the only one able to freely move around the area. Our sources say that she has the only key to the prince's cell. We're going to need a copy of that key to the cell. As the plan stands, since Kelly has freedom of movement, we're looking to dress the prince up like her and then use the key to free him.
That sounds complicated. If she has the only key, how are we gonna get it?
She keeps the key close to her at all times. If you can make a mold of it with clay, then I can produce a copy out of bronze. You'll have to appeal to her ego to touch the key long enough to press it into the mold.
Got it. When I do that, I'll be able to see what she's wearing and get some similar clothing.
Indeed. My daughter Leela currently has eyes on the jail. You should talk to her when you're there.
Okay, got it. We recently made a bronze bar, so I'll withdraw that for the key later. We can mine some clay near Remington, then soften it up with a bucket of water. Let's do that real quick. Okay, soft clay acquired. Leela outside of the prison suggests that we pretend to be interested in joining the bandits to get access to the key. She says it will need a blonde wig and a pink skirt to disguise the prince as Kelly. We can get a pink skirt in the Varrock clothing shop where we got our wizard skirt. Leela also tells us that Ned in Draenor can make the wig and we can dye it using Aggie's dyes. Ned can also sell us a rope to tie up Kelly while we make our escape. Finally, the prince has a black eye sustained from his kidnapping. We'll need some skin paste to cover it up. Okay, so first things first, we'll get that key mold. We head into the jail and talk to Kelly. There's a quick back and forth before we convince her to let us hold the key. We keep the soft clay in our palm when we touch it, giving us an imprint. We'll quickly buy some rope from Ned while we're here. We can also get the wig made with 3 balls of wool that we got from shearing Farmer Fred's sheep. We talk with Aggie and she tells us what she needs to make the skin paste and yellow dye. The dye requires 2 onions and some payment, whereas the skin paste requires water, flour, red berries and ashes. Those are easy enough to collect, so let's get that skirt. Pink skirt acquired. I purchased an apron too since I already have the chef hat. We take the clay mold and bronze bar to Osman and he says he'll get a start on that key. He's going to get it to Leela when he's done. When we return to Leela, she has the key ready to go. Now with the wig, rope, skin paste, skirt and key, we're ready to break out the prince. Before we head in, however, Leela tells us that there's a guard kept on duty within the jail too. Apparently he's a bit of a drunk, so we get him talking and drinking. Before long, he's unsure of what's going on and we convince him that we're just here to move the prince to another cell. We tie up Kelly and lock her in the cupboard. With nobody watching, we can break out the prince. The prince puts the disguise we brought with us on and escapes. Now we can head back to Kharid and finish the quest. We're on our way back in and the guards aren't charging us for entry. As a thank you for rescuing the prince, we don't have to pay an entry fee anymore. Osmond seems pleased with us and tells us of another personal job for him. There's a witch living in a house near the Shantae Pass. Osmond tells us of a garden with fruits that make amazing juice. He says that if we get him enough juice to make a drink, he'll teach us a little about thieving. The witch's apprentice is fed up never being able to practice magic, so it's easy enough to convince her to teleport us to the garden as practice. We just need to maneuver through this garden without being caught by the ghostly guards. It's not too tough and we make it through to the sq'irk tree. With the size of these fruits, we're going to need about 5 per juice. Osmond wants 6 juices, so let's get to it. We had to buy a pestle and mortar from the Grand Exchange to squeeze the juice. With those made, let's hand them in to Osmond. Now we can steal from the Humans Against Monsters members. They were not good citizens, so I won't feel bad about stealing from them in the future. We have one final achievement to do today, and that's fishing for anchovies near the bank. With those caught, we're very close to level 19 fishing. We may as well just fish for that. And now we've completed every task we'd set ourselves today. We've spent time going through Draenor Village during our Remington, Wizard's Tower, Lumbridge and Kharid adventures. I think it's time that we get more involved there. Please join me next time in Draenor Village.